What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 38 here on my random horror review series. I am your host, Moon616, and thank you once again for stopping in, guys. Yeah, episode 38 is here, and I've got another one here from All of Film slasher video. Yeah, this is one that I've heard about and known about for years. I never thought it would actually get like a Blu-ray release. Well, it's not really technically, it's on a Blu-ray disc, it's not really an HD transfer, but we'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, this is one that I've known about for years because I'm a really big fan of like rock and roll type horror films, like Rock and Roll Nightmare and Trick or Treat, things like that. I just like anything that's, you know, related with metal and horror. It's kind of a cool combination, and it just kind of makes sense. And this is one I'd never seen before, and then when Slasher Film announced that they were going to be teaming up with all of them putting this out, it really piqued my interest. I was like, that's so awesome. So from 1990, the film in question here is called Shock 'Em Dead. Yes, with the beautiful Tracy Lords. Of course, we all know who Tracy Lords is. The one-time underage porn star that made a big blip in the porn industry at the time. You know, oddly enough, the odd thing about Tracy Lords is that she's a pretty good actress. Like, she's not bad considering where her background comes from and stuff. It's kind of odd, but anyways, getting into the synopsis of this one. It basically follows your main character. His name is Martin. Now, Martin is a total social outcast. He's a dork. He's a dweeb. He's everything that you just don't want to be in life. He's been having problems at work and stuff, and his big goal in life is to become like a big rock star. So one day he tries out for this band. Of course, he gets laughed at. He leaves displeased with the outcome because he just didn't work out. He's not very good. Ultimately, goes to see this voodoo priestess. And, you know, she basically tells him that he can make, or she can make him anything he wants to be in the world, as long as, you know, he kind of stays obedient to her. So he tells her that he wants to be the world's biggest rock star ever. And, you know, she, of course, grants his wish. And, you know, of course, when you get involved with, you know, the voodoo priestess and stuff and selling your soul to the devil, there's also consequences to this, too. So now he has, you know, become this huge rock star. He's been granted all these beautiful women, big house and stuff like that. He's like the biggest thing in the world. And he finds out that, you know, his consequence is that he can't eat. So to survive in this world that, you know, the voodoo priestess has given him, he needs to kill to stay alive. And yeah, so now he's working with this band and he's got this secret and things kind of go crazy. And that's your story right there. So, my thoughts on this one. Now, if you like rock and roll 80s, 90s rock and roll horror films, this one, you know, it's definitely not the greatest film in the world, but it's a lot of fun. Okay, my thoughts on this. Now, I have to say, the opening track in the song, the Virgin Girl song, it just had me in stitches. I'm like, it is not metal at all. It's like this pop kind of off like 80s hair metal type song, and it just had me in stitches. I'm like, that's so cheesy. And that's what this film really has to offer. You know, it's got that total 80s vibe to it with the 80s music, hair styles, you know, the clothes, but it has this 90s kind of feel to it. So it's, you know, hence 1990, it's kind of stuck in that transitional period. And this is what this movie captures. It captures the 80s with the start of the 90s, and I really like that. Soundtrack is funny as hell. Wardrobes are funny. Of course, this movie is equipped with really bad acting at times. Pretty shifty effects and stuff, which there's not even a lot of in this film, surprisingly enough. But the thing that keeps you watching this one is the soundtrack and just the ridiculousness of the story. It's not very original, you know, selling your soul to the devil and having to, you know, do things for them like kill and things like that. These things have been done a million times. And, you know, this one does it okay. It's not really the greatest thing in the world. The downfall to this film, in my opinion, is that it's a little bit too long. I think there's a little bit too much filler in the middle of this one, and it just feels like it's kind of drawn out at times. And, you know, I think if they had to just kind of edit out things in the middle and just kind of squeeze this one together, I think the pacing would have been a little bit better, and maybe a little more action and, you know, blood and gore. But that's what this one doesn't really offer a lot, is a lot of kills and kind of, you know, spectacular 80s kind of early 90s cheesy scenes like that. It just doesn't have them. Of course, it does have your, you know, lots of nudity and things like that, but, you know, it's a decent watch. I will kind of recommend this film a little bit. It's not really the greatest thing in the world. You know, I do like the ideas that all these people have different kind of consequences. Like, there's this one girl in the film where, you know, she was heavily burned before, she sold her soul to the devil, and now she's very beautiful again, but the price that she pays is that when she looks in the mirror, she's ugly. She's all, you know, hideously, you know, burnt and disfigured and stuff. Like, I kind of like those ideas that they did, but they just don't roll with it a lot in this one. And, you know, it's ultimately just a cheese fest. It's nothing great. It's nothing mind-blowing, but it's a decent watch. You know, it really is. Yeah, getting into, you know, the actual release by Olive here. Now, this one right here is actually containing quite a few special features. If you're familiar with all the films, they generally don't put any features on the releases at all. But since this is team up with Slasher Video, you know, they actually put some features on here. They got a commentary interview with the director, Mark Freed. There was a cast reunion on here, which was pretty funny. A director's cut, which is just like an alternate scene kind of thing. Deleted and extended scenes, photo galleries, comments, trailer, and stuff like that. So, you know, honestly, there is actually quite a bit of features on here. Like I said about the transfer, this is just like Killer Workout. You know, this one is not sourced from an HD master. It's, you know, remastered from a 1-inch tape. So, and basically up converted to Blu-ray. So the transfer is not like crazy or anything. It's just kind of like DVD, VHS DVD quality type deal. But you know, Shock 'Em Dead, it's an alright watch. If I had to rate this one, I give it about a 5 out of 10. There's just really not a whole lot to say about this one. I think Tracy Lords honestly is kind of one of the better things about this film. She plays the manager of the band. She's not really in the film a whole lot, and becomes the love interest for Mart in the film, which creates a lot of hostility and things that are going on in the film. But, you know, it's an okay watch. Pretty average stuff. Shock 'Em Dead, I do recommend it for the hardcores, but it's not a great film by any means. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for episode 38 here. See you guys next time in episode 39. Peace out, homies. I'm a virgin girl. I don't go down on my knees. Oh, fuck. I don't even know what episode this is.